Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, we are going to be working on the Abarth, finally. Yeah, got a few bits and pieces to do around that Abarth. And yeah, massive, I've got to do an explanation about what happened with the brake lights and a few other bits and pieces. But before we get into it, we're going to take that for an MOT. It needs to go for an MOT, so then I can tax it. I've got the logbook, just tax it, MOT it. I'm already insured to drive anything. So yeah, and then we're going to take it to go and get wrapped. Yep, wrapped. But I'll explain where I'm getting it wrapped, on what parts. It's not just going to be the spoiler now. I've decided to do some other bits on the car. There's always a risk of taking it too far when it comes to wrapping. You know, not enough, too far. So I'm trying to find a bit of a happy medium with that. But I'll explain about that when we come back from the MOT. So let's go and do that first. Let's come back. I'll get her in the workshop. We'll have a look at it. I'll explain what happened with the brake lights. Crazy, absolutely madness that was. And yeah, let's do this. Right guys, I am back from the MOT centre and I've put her in the workshop so I can just sort of run through a few bits and pieces with you and go over some stuff. Yeah, so let's have a look at this MOT before we carry on. And as you can see, all passed, no advisories. Yeah, really, really good. I did ask the guy as well, did he notice anything? Did he see anything? I normally say that anyway, but he said, no, it's a nice, clean, tidy car, really, so nothing needs doing to it. He did mention, obviously, the discs maybe at the front. They're not too low, but they will need replacing in the future. But that's obvious, isn't it? Because obviously it's a wearing part, really. So, yeah, apart from that, he said it's all good. And you can see, like, the mileage on a year-on-year is like nothing, really, you know. 3,000 that year, 3,000, 4,000, so, and it's done 39,385 now, so really, really low mileage for the car, really, to be honest with you. So yeah, happy days. But that's done, MOT passed. I wanted to get the MOT done because you know, I've got the logbook in my name on this one, and it's taxed, MOT'd and insured, because I'm insured to drive any car. So now I can drive it around, guys, and we can do a test drive, and we can sort of just, yes, see the performance of this car. I'll do some onboard filming, so you can come along with me, and we'll do some driving with the roof down and with the roof up. But yeah, before we carry on, I just want to quickly explain what happened, because the reason why we had so many problems with this braking system. So we got the software, we got the computer, we plugged it all in. It kept coming up about this switch, didn't it? It kept coming up, this brake switch underneath here, that one there. So even though I've replaced that, that's a new brake switch, that is anyway. The old one was faulty because I tried the old one in another Fiat 500 Lounge that I had, the red one, and it didn't work in that. So I know that the brake switch needed replacing anyway, but we couldn't really get down to what the problem was because it wasn't communicating with the ECU. So I managed to get a guy over, and auto electrician, and he was like, yeah, he can definitely, he's heard about this before, he knows what he's, you know, he kind of thinks of what it is, and he'll come over and he'll do all his checks and he'll check it all over to see what it is. Now, there was sort of talk about maybe it's the wiring I did at the front. Do you remember that wiring I had to replace at the front? Maybe it was something to do with that. And no, it didn't turn out to be that, guys. I'll show you what it turned out to be. Yeah, a fuse. Now, I checked all the fuses, and you can just see it. I can't focus properly, so I'm trying to focus in on you. Basically, that is not broken. Like, if you look at it, the wires inside are not split and broken. but the fuse is faulty. It's a faulty fuse. So another lesson learned, guys. Another lesson learned, and this is what it's all about. It's all about learning and just moving on, and yeah, trying different things. So basically, what the guy was saying was underneath there, there's some fuses underneath there, and this was one of them. Now, like I said, I pulled them all out, checked them all, and they looked to me like there was no problem with them. But what he's saying, he got like a probe meter and some sort of yeah. So he connected it to the body of the car, and then it had a light on it, and it come up, and the light come on and off if it was broken or if it was faulty. Now I need to get one of these probe lights, to be honest with you. And a few of you, and fair play to a few of you, you did say get yourself a probe light, get yourself a testing tool. But you know, it's no point having those kind of things if I really don't know too much about it. So like, it's, you know, it's the old saying, isn't it? All the gear, no idea. And I'm terrible with electrics, really. I do get by, but when it comes to those kind of things, I'm really not good. I'll put my hands up and say, no, I'm not great with electrics, to be honest with you. But I will get one of those probe meters that he had, because you just put the prong on that side, and if the light comes on, then you know that the fuse is good. If it doesn't come on, it's bad. Even though it looks like it's okay and it's good, the actual meter will tell you if it is or not. So yeah, guys, that is the only reason why the brake lights wasn't working. And it's unbelievable sometimes that I was prepared. Like, I thought really that I'd split a wire or caught a wire putting a dash in. I honestly thought that, and I was thinking that dash has got to come back out. Honestly, I was. But yeah, what an absolute joke. Just that little piece stopped us carrying on. And yeah. It's incredible, isn't it? It is absolutely incredible. But it's all done now, guys, and brake lights are all working. No lights on the dash. This thing actually, like, you can see, look. So yeah, all working. This thing actually sounds amazing. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? Honestly, this thing is unbelievable. And as you can see, look, there's no lights on the dash, nothing comes up. So yeah, it's all good. This thing sounds crazy, honestly. It's unbelievable. So yeah, there we go. Right, guys, let's move on to the next step. So I'm going to take it to a shop, and they're going to do some wrapping for us. We know this is going to be wrapped. We know that. We've talked about this before. I just had to do a little bit of rubbing down here where the joint was, because it was just a little bit, yeah, a little bit proud. So I had to do a little bit of rubbing down on that. That's all done. That's all ready. So when I spoke to the guy, he was like, well, you know, if you're going to do that, do you want to do anything else to it? And I said, well, that's what his job is. So I said to him, what do you think? He said, I've had people do these before: door handles, mirrors, and the front grille. These pieces, he's had this done before. So you take the centre badge out, and then they do all this: the chrome pieces, these pieces, the front body, you know. But where do you stop, and how far do you take it? So I said to him, okay, look, let's get this spoiler done, wrapped, and also let's get this bottom splitter, diffuser, sorry. Let's get this bottom diffuser done as well for the bumper, and then that will match with obviously that. We was thinking about that, then I decided not to, because that goes with the door handles. And yeah, just want to leave a little bit of chrome on the back, door handles and the front. Do you know what I mean? So we decided on the back, the front piece there. So that's all going to get done. Spoiler's going to get done. And I'm going to do a bit on the front, which is going to be this bottom low splitter here, all the way down. So yeah, I'm getting that piece done there. Not going to get that other piece done above it, the grille. I'm just going to get the lower splitter done. And I think that will probably be it. That'll set it off nice. So yeah, there we go. Right. So guys, now let's go. I don't know if I want to get time to do any test driving today, any footage of me driving it today. Let's go and get the actual wrapping done of the three pieces, and I'll do some video on that as well. I'll show you what's going on. And yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's just go and see what's going on. But that wrapping should look really nice on this car. I think it will set it off. Can't leave it like that. Someone said just spray it. I don't want to just spray it. I think it just needs a little touch. So there we go. Right, let's get over to the other shop. I'll quickly show you around, because this guy who does this wrapping, he does some serious cars. Aston Martin, Lamborghini Hurricanes. He does some proper high-end top cars. So let's go over there. Let's go and see him. Let's have a little. Hopefully, he can do a little bit of filming, walking around his shop, show you some cars, other bits and pieces that he's got going on, and then I'll show you him doing the wrapping. So let's do this. So guys, we're over at the wrap place, and yeah, he's had a good look at this diffuser and the front splitter, and it ain't looking good for wrapping really. So I think we're gonna have to leave this and the front piece. We've taken off the spoiler because it's going to be easier to wrap it around underneath the spoiler and stuff like that. But these pieces, guys, at the front and back, are going to have to be left, unfortunately, because it's just not going to stick to it. But you know, it is what it is. But you can see some of the cars that they're doing at the minute. Mercedes C63 S as well. So yeah, and these are all obviously these original carbon fibre pieces all around the car, and they've got loads of cars going on as well. Yeah, so let's see how we get on with the wrap on the spoiler. Right guys, I'm back in the workshop from getting the spoiler wrapped. So let's take a look, see what it looks like. So there we go, guys. What an absolute transformation this is. It looks so good. Like really, really cool. And I spoke to the guys when we got there and they basically suggested that we took the actual spoiler off the car, because that way he was happy. He said he could have done it, he said, but he said there's that, because we're stretching it, there's always going to be that chance of it want to stretch back. But if we tuck it under, tuck it right round the lip it over, there's less chance of it sort of wanting to pull back on itself, because it's tucked under and stuck underneath as well. So that's why we took it off. But it just looks incredible, like absolutely incredible. And you know what? I would love to try and get into this myself. I've got to try. I'd like to try things, you know this. So I'm thinking about, maybe in the near future is get some wrap myself and have a go at something. You just never know, you know, until you try. And that's why I'm going to try, guys, because it does come out really well. It does come out really, really good. You don't have to have carbon fibre. You can have just a plain colour, but I'm going to try and have a go at not a spoiler, maybe a trim. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna try that, because you know the thing is though, it looked quite easy, but it's always that way, isn't it? If something, it's not always straightforward. It's not always as easy as it looks, and I know that for a fact, because I make things look really easy, and they're not, and they take time. And you do mess up things, and you do waste material and stuff like that. But for now, that looks really, really good, incredible. I'm well happy with it. It's the kind of effect that I wanted to get out of the car. I wanted to cover the old plain, crappy spoiler colour, and that's exactly what he's done. And he only charged me 70 quid for it. So, yeah, can't go wrong with that. I'd love to have got that done, but again, he wants that. He could have done it, but it takes a lot of time to prep that, because that's a rough, it's not a smooth surface, and that's why that material, that wrap, won't stick to it. It needs to be a smooth surface. It needs to be taken off the bumper, it needs to be rubbed down, flat, sanded, primed, you know, and that is you know, it's a lot of time, a lot of work to get that to just to a point where you can wrap it. And even when he tries to wrap it, because there's so many different sort of you know, it's not just a flat piece of plastic. Look at it all, it's all over the place. So very, very difficult to wrap. The spoiler was very difficult to wrap, but he done an incredible job on it, and it's come out really, really well, and I'm really, really happy with it. So yeah, it's definitely give the effect. That's what I was looking for. Just want it covered up and made it look better than what it was, and incredibly, it does. So I'm well happy with it, guys. Well happy with it. Right, I think the next thing to do, really, is to take this for a test drive. So I'm going to try and set up the camera in the car, I'm going to try and show me driving the car. I'm going to try and show the recording the actual dash and the dials. I'm going to show where we're driving, the roof down, the roof up. So let's just take this for a test drive now. Let's take it out and about, and let's see exactly what this performs like. But I've already had a little taste of it, taking it to the wrap shop and bringing it back. And my God, an incredible drive. But let's take it out, guys, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, guys, let's take this for a drive and see what it can do. I did have a little feel of it coming back from when I got the spoiler wrapped and stuff and took for an MOT, but yeah, I just want to take you along for a little drive, so let's do this. Sounds wicked. That might stay there, might come off, don't know, but let's put the roof down first of all. Like that. I have put a microphone on to see if it's going to reduce the road noise and stuff, and I hope you can hear that. So let's take her out. It's the trouble, because the suspension is so solid on these cars, it's not absorbing any bumps. But yeah, that's the way it's been built. It's been designed like that, and it's basically just pure like racing fun, really. So let's go this way. It's got so much power, like in second and third gear, when you actually like put your foot down, it really does go. It really does go, and it handles as well. On the dash, on the virtual cockpit, you've got like a G-force meter that tells you like the G-forces up and down, left to right. I'll show you that in a second, but it's yeah, it's so quick, it's so nippy. It feels a lot faster than the Fiesta ST, to be honest with you, the 180, but I don't think it. I think this is quicker because like power to weight ratio just outperforms the Fiesta ST completely. It really does. So yeah, let's go down here and give it some beans. Here we go. That's like 50 already. That's rapid, so quick. Really, really is quick. The gear changes are so nice and smooth as well. It just feels really nice and smooth. You've really got to hold on to this steering wheel, but it hasn't got torque steer like the Fiesta ST 180. That had a lot of torque steer. When you put your foot down, you can feel the steering wheel just sort of you know, wobbling about a little bit. But this is just completely different. It just goes in a straight line without any issues at all, and any problems with the steering. I don't think it's a problem with the steering. I think it's just the way that it was set up. The Fiesta was set up a different way to this. This just feels a lot sort of just I don't know, it just feels like you're on rails, like on the train track, and you're not going to go nowhere. Bang, bang, bang. It's just going to stick. It's just going to stay. But you know, it obviously didn't, because that's why it's a salvage car. That's why I'm repairing it. Someone's crashed it. Was pushing its limits too much. But it's great fun. Like I'm second gear. Just pulls and pulls and pulls, just keeps on going. But really smooth, like it's just sort of around the corners. Just you can really sort of push your limit. It's really push it. Just to see what it actually does. But yeah, it's so fun to drive. It's really, really good fun. It's just like a little go-kart, just a really, really fast go-kart, just flying around the lanes and around the countryside. It just feels nice, and with this convertible, it just yeah. Right, that is standard mode, guys, as you can see, and then that is sport mode. So let's leave it on that. Okay, here we go. Boost on it is incredible. Like it really is incredible. Hope you can see that all right. I've got the camera moving about a little bit, but hopefully, yeah, you can see it. So, but you can see, that's third gear. Just pulls. The turbo on it. I know it's 1.4 engine, but it just absolutely pulls. Right, second gear. Third. Fourth. Yeah. Wow. I love it. I love it. What a great car. I'll be definitely looking out for more of these guys to do. Very, 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 very nice cars to drive. A stiff ride, to be honest with you. It's quite solid, stiff. But you know, that's the design of it. It's set up to be like that. That's why Abarth have put their bits to it. But you can see that there's like a G meter, and then when you go around the corners, it lights, it comes up, so giving you the G-force on the actual car. Let's see if I can show you on this one. See, it just comes up with those flickers. Can't really see, but it's changing. All the lines and stuff change. It's just another little thing, but we'll take it out of sport mode and drive it in normal mode, see if that makes any difference at all. In the dials, I don't think it does. I don't think it's got that, but you can see that it's giving me some details there. But oh yes, it feels completely different in normal mode. There's less power there. It gives you a little bit less, and sport mode just stiffens it up a little bit more. But yeah, let's change it to sport mode, and yeah. It's third gear. It takes a little while to kick in. sake. Right guys, we are back in the workshop, and what a drive that is. What a lovely, lovely car it is to drive. It's got some lovely, great power to it, and you can really, really throw it around in the corners, down the country lanes. It's such a lovely drive, and being a convertible, it's just even better. It really, really is. It's a lovely, lovely car. I'm so glad I got it in the end. So yeah, it had taken a long time, to be honest with you. It's taken me quite a few videos, quite a bit of time to get this back on the road and get it sorted out, but it's so worth it. It is so worth it. I am going to be sort of keeping hold of it for a little while longer, just to appreciate the drive, just to, you know, drive it around a little bit, just to soak it all in a little bit more, because taking it out for a drive does make me feel that I just need to keep hold of it just for a little bit, just to drive it about, guys, because it's a fantastic little car, and it don't fly. It really does. It's a lovely little car. So, but this is going to be the end of this video, this series on this car. So, yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Sorry, I had to use that because one of my subscribers did say that in one of the comments, and I thought, yeah, why not? It's a wrap on this car. It is definitely a wrap. But that's it, guys. Listen, I really appreciate the support. Don't forget to drop me a comment. I know this is a long video, and I do appreciate you watching all the video on this series and this car. So, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.